Who do you like on some of those redshirt freshmen so far? Does anybody stick out much?
I think it'd be bad for me to say that I didn't like any of them, I certainly do like all of them. They've all, some of them are at different points in the development, so it's hard to say football wise, but you're certainly encouraged 4 practices in. There's a lot of things that we're doing. Practice is a little bit different from a design standpoint, certainly different, a little bit offensively. So it's forcing us to probably grow at a much faster rate. So, those guys are being thrown into the fire, and right now they're still surviving. So, I'm encouraged by all of them. To be honest with you.
You've got to challenge a veteran group like the ones you have in spring ball, considering they know the road, they've been through the road.
Yeah, I think you try to do some things. You look at a script, and you recognize who's in there. You recognize that your veteran guys are in there for X amount of snaps, and you try to challenge them mentally. From a fundamental standpoint, things of that nature. Hopefully those guys, if they are out in front, if they're running with the first group, hopefully those guys have got the fundamentals down, techniques, but you've got to challenge them mentally. And I think you look at the script and you try to do that when they're in there, and then when the other guys are in there, you try to give them a little bit of a head start and help them out.
You've got maybe as much depth as you've had at this position for a while. You have all 3 starters back, plus you have guys who played a lot of money, Jones and Aaron Menz and Jack Hockaday. I mean, is there room for upward mobility for these guys? Are they challenging? Josie's probably in a different position, but can they challenge, or is it more a matter of they've really got to jump to get past Bo Bauer, who's had a lot of equity in the bank?
Well, no, I think there's certainly challenge at each position, and I would hope that at this point right now that those that are in front would stay in front. I think if you were to ask me that question, a few more practices into this thing, in a couple of weeks, I hope I'd tell you that there are some guys that are making a push, that are making a move, that are trying to force the hand of those that are in front of them. Now, I hope that those that are in front of them continue to stay in front of them, and if that is the case, then those that are in front are getting better. We're certainly getting better behind. But if there's reason for a switch at some point in time, and we're doing that. I mean, that's part of what we do as coaches. You're finding a time where you put a Monty Jones in there with the first group, you put Aaron Menz in with the first group, and you see how they react to that situation. But those are probably the best examples I can give you of where hopefully the guys in front are staying in front, and then if for some reason we got to make a switch, we'll make one.
You guys